hello, hello. This evening we have a interview here with Dr. Sharon Clark, and I'm very excited. I feel like there is sunshine in my soul today. Dr. Sharon Clark, good evening, and how are you today?
Doing great.
Dr. Sharon, I know that you're on a journey since recently. You have launched your Arise and Journey with Me YouTube channel, and to me, that was a big step, big plunge into your ministry. But
Yes,
not
yes,
only are you charting that compass of ministering to others through words of encouragement and deep, in depth study of the Bible, but since recently, you have done something marvelous, something special, and before the 2021 has closed out, that part of your life has enveloped. And today, we just want to hear a little bit more about what God has planted into your life, that you want to share with your listeners today.
okay. At first, I must greet all who's watching and who will be watching um, at a later time. As the host said, my name is Dr. Sharon Clark, and yes, I am the host,
More about your
and yes, I am the host for the YouTube channel Arise and Journey with Me. This channel is about it's about the Bible. How we when we read the Bible, how we view the Bible, and how it relates to us in this present time. Now I am an author.
All
It's
right.
been
But
added to my
before you
portfolio.
move right into the authorship, though, Dr. Sharon Clark, you mentioned something a while ago that really resonated with me, and you say the Lord has I want to use the word poured into you, that ministry. And for the few times that I've watched the YouTube channel that you've hosted, I not only see depth, but I see this hunger and yearning to share the word on a worldwide basis. But then you move on now from that plunging, that pouring that God has given to you to really just, showing, pouring out now to others this wonderful. Tell us a little bit more about author Dr. Sharon Clark. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, I've always been a very avid reader since I can remember myself.
Yes.
I'm always reading. And one of the things that I love to do is I always like to write stories, write poems, write songs, whatever comes into me, then I put it pen to paper.
Yes.
And then 2020, when there was all that chaos going on in the States with the George Floyd and everything, my daughter, we was watching it and she just said, okay, this is just so much. And she said to her nephew, that's my grandson, come on, let's take a walk. Let's go to the pond.
Yes.
And she took a pack of bread and they went to the pond. She was feeding the duck and my grandson was in awe. He was 3 years old. And he was in awe at the family of ducks as they swam to the side of the pond and
Yes.
was eating. And when she saw him sitting there, she just snapped a picture of him and sent it to us. And when I saw it, as soon as I saw it, just look at him there, just peaceful, sitting there watching, and then look at what's going on the TV, what's going on in the world. And right away, deposited in me was the word peaceful chaos.
Wow.
And as soon as I said, oh, that sounds good. That could be a title for a book.
Yes.
And right away, I started thinking that way.
Yeah, you move into that direction.
And that's how it was born. And then to think of what do I do? How do I really bring this topic to fulfillment? How do I let it? How do I bring birth? I give birth to this topic. Now, how do I make it
happen?
Into something?
Yes.
And I started writing, just jotting. And then I said, I remember when I was, I think, between grade 5 and grade 7, I remember my teacher said, when you're writing, always write about something you know.
Right.
And what do I know more than me? So,
yes. Okay.
And so this is how this little mini bio came about.
Okay, so the book that you wrote, the title of the book based on revision and based on the publicity of the book, is now entitled My Peaceful Chaos.
My Peaceful Chaos.
Right. So it tells you a little background about yourself, where you're coming from and stuff.
Yes.
So, you know, when I hear you say those words, My Peaceful Chaos, I can almost envision myself into that topic that you have mentioned, that you have entitled your book. And for me, I believe that this is a book that people should know about. You know, can you just give us a little bit more, not maybe in finer detail, because we want people to go and purchase the book, but just a little bit more about the conceptualization of the book.
So just to give a little insight, this book, it actually give a little piece of me from as far back as I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
Myself in all age school, then myself as a young adult, then myself as a young mother,
Okay.
and then myself as a wife, and now myself as a grandmother. So it takes
It's
different
stages.
levels.
Yes.
And
yes.
and then there is in-depth part of grace. Then I realized something, that all this time grace was with me. I just didn't realize it.
Do you have a copy of that book with you, Dr. Sharon Clark?
I have it here with me.
Okay, so that's the picture you were talking about.
And this is my my grandson.
Okay.
And somewhere right along here is a family of ducks.
Amen. Amen. That is so amazing. I can just see the peacefulness that is exhibited within this book. And Dr. Sharon Clark, where can we find this book if we're encouraging persons to purchase this book? We're encouraging to be a part of your shelf, your bookshelf collection, because I'm going to get my copy. Where can we find this book?
It can be found at Barnes and Nobles, and it can find it on Amazon.
Amen. Why do I get the feeling, Dr. Sharon Clark, that something else is coming? Another book is working its way in your life. Why do I get the feeling that it doesn't stop at My Peaceful Chaos, Dr. Sharon Clark?
That is just the beginning. That is just the catapult that has moved me into my next phase of life.
Yes.
Because what I'm trying to do, as today I was thinking about it, and when I look at this, I have another book is actually in the hands of the publishers now.
Wow,
it should be releasing anytime soon.
Very good. Yes.
That book is called Arise and Journey with Me. It's named after my YouTube channel.
Okay.
And that is a monthly devotion of God's creation.
Amen.
So whatever for me, my focus and my journey, it always involves God, because
Amen.
that's all I have right now.
Right.
For those, my grandchildren are very young. I need to know I leave this
something, yes,
part of me.
Your footprints.
That's correct.
Footprint.
And I try to and there are future books that's coming where you'll see I try to incorporate pictures of them. You may not see their faces because I try not to show their faces, but anything that has pictures, it has to do with the family. So where we go.
So I can just hear this
history. So they can identify. Because I was showing my grandson a book the other day that is coming also in the children's series.
Okay.
And he saw it, he laughed. And he said, "That's me." But you know it's him because he was trying to, another person will look at it and not know that's him. But
but they know.
And the writer said, "That's me."
So to me, I am hearing a family heritage being exhibited right here in your corner. And it sounds as if God you're pouring out what God has poured into you. And for that, I believe that God is going to give you great success. So Dr. Sharon Clark, we're very happy to have you with us this evening right here on Poured Out. So we wish you all the best, Dr. Sharon Clark, with your book collection. And I'm really hearing a stock of books. So I would want to say that you have a collection coming, but you have started off with My Peaceful Chaos, and moving right over into Arise and Journey with Me, your monthly devotional, and then other things are coming.
And then we keep going from there. Whatever we do,
the fulfillment.
Just one thing I need from
Yes.
it is to go with me.
Yes, amen, amen. So right here we can also pronounce that once you're in God's hand, you can realize anything that He puts into your way. Yes, we're so happy to have you joining here, Dr. Clark, and we wish you all the best. We wish you greatest of success. But more than ever, we wish that God will continue to use you to bloom and flourish and nurture those who you will be feeding from your book.
Stay safe, stay blessed.
Goodbye from Real Lives, where God is pouring into you. You are pouring out to others what He has poured into you. Thank you for joining us, and have a wonderful day here from Real Life.